Nah, I'm gonna record the whole episode with the shades on. I think it's a vibe. And plus, we talking about drip. Why wouldn't I? You don't? Okay, whatever. All right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Financial Freedom Fastlane. And you already know the vibes. The quicker you get to your dream life, the longer you get to enjoy it. So I'm not going to record this whole episode with shades on. But this episode is fun because we're talking about fashion and we're talking about wealthy wardrobe hacks, right? So when you think about all the places your money can go, food, entertainment, housing, shopping for some people is a big line item. So what I want to do is give you guys some of the tips, tools, and strategies I use to keep my wardrobe budget in check. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, you have to get organized, okay? Because if you don't have awareness of what's actually in your closet, you're probably going to end up buying things you don't need. So take some time to actually get your closet organized. Now, you don't have to be super meticulous, right? But just make sure you have like an easy way to look in your closet and know exactly what you have. So for me, I got like all my dress shirts in one place. I got my sweaters. I got my short sleeve, like polos. I got like my casual pants, my jeans. I got my t-shirts. I got everything in a certain place so that I can look in my closet at any given time and I can know exactly what I have. And so, yeah, you want to have a system that's going to work for you so that your closet can be organized and you can have a pulse on exactly what you have so it's easier for you to put looks together, right? That's wealthy wardrobe hack number one. All right, wealthy wardrobe hack number two. Consider trying to take things that you haven't worn in a while and wear them in a different way. And that can be a lot of ways. One, it can be just putting it together with looks you don't normally put together, right? It could be you altering the fit. Maybe before it was like a boxier fit. Maybe now you like more of like a tailored slim fit look. But you'll be surprised. There's a lot of stuff in your closet that are great quality, but you're simply not wearing it because it doesn't have the fit that you're currently going for. So consider taking some of those items that you still are holding on to for a reason and then going and getting them tailored and adjusted to a fit that looks more like in alignment with the way that you wear your clothes now. Or consider just switching it up. So for example, I have some suits. I like my suits now that are very more like peak lapel, where the lapel is peaked. The ones that have thinner lapels, they're still nice, but in my mind, I can only dress those down in a more casual look with like a t-shirt or a Henley underneath it, right? And so instead of just like letting them collect dust in my closet, I just have to repurpose how I wear that suit, right? So now that is a more casual look for me versus before it was more formal because my wardrobe or my taste or my style has evolved, but there's still a space for it based upon how I dress it up or dress it down. All right, wealthy wardrobe hack number three. All right, stop holding on to stuff that you know you're not gonna wear anymore, right? So it's one thing to have something in your closet that's quality and you just need to have like some new inspiration, maybe alter the fit a little bit. It's another thing if you're just not gonna wear it, right? There's certain outfits that are just absolutely never gonna get worn by you again. And so what happens when you hold on to it, you trick yourself into thinking that you have more clothes, but you really don't. And when that happens, when you end up still having to buy additional stuff because what actually happens when you have a bunch of stuff in your closet that you don't wear, you then gravitate to the few pieces that you love, and that makes you feel like, oh, I don't have any clothes, right? Versus if you got rid of the stuff that you know you're not gonna wear, start to incrementally replace it with stuff you love. Now you have more variety in your wardrobe, and you don't feel like you have to buy new clothes because you aren't gravitating towards the same few pieces every single week. Wealthy wardrobe hack number four. Consider preparing your looks ahead of time, right? This is a big one because if you don't prepare your looks ahead of time, you're not gonna have time to think about the actual look that you wanna put together. So what happens when you're rushing? All you're gonna do is grab Old Faithful. What happens when you have something that's fly, but it needs to be ironed or pressed? You're gonna grab Old Faithful. And again, as you keep wearing the same thing over and over again, then that's just gonna trigger you to think you don't have clothes. And it's not that you don't have clothes, it's just that you haven't taken the time to prepare the look. So consider giving yourself a little more grace period to prepare your looks, whether that's getting it prepared the day before, like we used to do back when we were in school, or waking up a little earlier. What that also does, it gives you an opportunity to actually put things together, right, that look good, that have been just chilling in your wardrobe, that you never had the time to actually put that look together. That will save you some money. Because remember, half the battle is just psychological. You're looking at this closet full of stuff, but it's wrinkled. You don't have time to like think about the outfit that you want to put together. So you just grab what you know, and in essence, a signal to your brain saying, I must not have any clothes. I must need to go shopping because I keep wearing the same thing over and over, right? So make sure you give yourself some time to prepare your looks. And one thing you can do is maybe if you like aren't big on ironing, just dry clean it, right? Go ahead and get your stuff dry cleaned if you can afford it, if it's in your budget. I'd rather you spend money on dry cleaning so that it's always ready to wear than you have stuff in your closet that's wrinkled and that you never end up wearing just because you don't have the time to iron it, right? So one simple hack is maybe taking your stuff to like a dry cleaner so that it's always ready to wear and you always have options instead of having to pick the same stuff. All right, wealthy wardrobe hack number 5. Consider selling your gently used stuff to like a thrift store or a consignment shop. And now that's gonna give you some extra cash that you can use to refresh your wardrobe, right? Again, it's not about holding on to things for the sake of holding on to things. It's about how can we get creative to leverage our wardrobe to make sure that we get the most out of it. So again, if you've identified something that's like, okay, it's not a bad look, it's just not in my style wheelhouse anymore, simply find a thrift shop, sell it online. Or there's also like other apps like, I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it in post-production. But there's some other apps that you can use that you can literally sell your gently used pieces to other people. And I've done it in the past and it's worked wonders, right? So consider selling your gently used pieces to other people or to a thrift shop, and that can give you some cash to at least help offset some of the money you might have to spend towards refreshing your wardrobe. All right, wealthy wardrobe hack number 6, okay? Y'all know I'm a watch guy, right? And so one of the things I did early on with some of my like leather band watches is I would replace the bands after, let's just say 3-4 years or so. What that would do is it would give that watch a refresh look for a very low cost, right? Because I might have like maybe like a plastic band, like a red or orange or something that's really vibrant, but over time that watch band gets a little wear and tear, or maybe I'm just tired of it. And because of that, I'm not wearing it as frequently, but then I can get those watch bands refreshed. And now it feels like I have a whole new watch, but I didn't have to go and spend the money as if I bought an entire new watch, right? So those are little hacks that you can do. I mean, I don't know if you can do it for anything outside of jewelry or watches that have like bands that you can adjust, but just look for ways where you can refresh certain items that you have. We talked about like taking it to the tailor and things like that. Maybe it's altering the fit. Like those are things that you can do to take pieces you already have and give them new life. Wealthy wardrobe hack number 7. And hopefully I didn't lose count, guys. I'm trying not to lose count here. But this is a good one, okay? Make sure that you're buying items to complete looks. Did I say that right? Complete looks in your closet, okay? And so what I mean by that is, have you ever gone to the grocery store, grab groceries, and you get home and it still feels like you can't put a whole meal together, right? It's because you didn't plan it out accordingly. So one of the things I do is take pictures of all of your shoes and save it to an album on your phone. And every time you try to go shopping, whether it's online, at the mall, whatever, refer to that album, because typically shoes are the anchor of your outfit, right? Shoes are the anchor of your outfit. And so what happens is you buy a shirt or you see a sweater that you really like, then you get it home and it's like, well, what am I gonna wear with this? I don't have anything to wear with it. And again, it's just like that time when you go to the grocery store and you get the food home and you can't really make a meal and you end up ordering takeout, right? You order something online that's really nice, but you don't have a complete look for it. And now you find yourself having to buy more stuff because you didn't think about the stuff you already had, right? So if you have like staple items in your closet, I would say definitely your shoes, maybe like your jackets or things that you can wear frequently. Take pictures of those items, put it in an album on your phone, and then ultimately, now whenever you go shop, buy things that complement that. I'm gonna give you a real-time example, right? So y'all know, I just recently had an unfortunate scenario overseas, and so I had to get some new stuff. The good thing is, it gave me a chance to, get a few new things. So for example, I bought these Pumas. I got a lot of compliments on these. I bought these Pumas, right? And here's a hack. These Pumas have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, 7 colors in them, right? And I strategically wore them this weekend because, one, it minimizes on my effort to packing, because now what I can do is I can carry 1 to 2 pair of shoes and I can just have 4 to 5 different shirts that all complement the shoes, but it looks like a different outfit every time. So that's a huge hack, right? Because now you can buy less shoes, but you can still have different looks because you're buying things that complement those shoes, right? So I was able to do that. As a matter of fact, I'll do an unboxing here on the episode. So again, I had to re-up on some stuff, and because all my stuff got stolen that I had travel with me. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get some cool, funky colors so that didn't go according to plan, so that I can simply match a lot of stuff with it. Y'all will get a real reaction. Ooh, these are fly. Look at these, guys. These are fly. The gum bottom, right? So these same thing, right? Look, they have Carolina blue, pink, 2 kinds of pink, burgundy, black. Like, these things are sweet, right? But the good thing is now I can match so many different things with that versus if I had a pair of just black shoes, just white shoes, just green shoes. Now granted, some of those are neutral colors and I can wear other solid colors with it, but now I can really have something vibrant that looks like I put together a really solid fit, and then have maybe just a plain shirt, right? Or a shirt that complements one of the colors or a couple of the colors. And that saves me time on packing, right? Or space, rather, at least. It saves me money because I don't have to buy nearly as many shoes. And now I can just complement that shoe because it has a lot of different colors, right? So that is a huge hack, is finding anchors in your wardrobe and then building pieces around that, right? All right, guys, that is all the wealthy wardrobe hacks I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. I know there's some other ones out there. So let me know your favorite wealthy wardrobe hacks, whether it's one that I shared or whether it's one that you do to help you save money on clothes, still look fly, not bust your budget, but you still gotta look good, man. You know, clean up on aisle 6. It's a whole lot of drip. Until next time, guys, remember, the quicker you get to your dream life, the longer you get to live it. Freedom is for sale if you're willing to pay the price. Peace.